My name is Venanzia Rizzi. I'm an architect and I work for Liminga municipality as a, how can you say, as a municipality architect.
I am Anthi and I'm from Greece.
I came to Finland about 22 years ago. I was an exchange student for the Faculty of Architecture and I came to study to Oulu.
September 96.
I'm from Italy and my city is Matera. It's a small city in southern Italy. Actually, it's becoming the European Capital of Culture in 2019.
I'm from Greece, Patras.
Well, as I told, I was an exchange student, actually an Erasmus exchange student at university. So that was the reason why I came.
I came here to study, so I got a good reception. I was actually forgotten at the train station. They were supposed to come to pick me up, but they forgot me the very first day, but I had to walk myself there. And I found them, and then it went okay. So I was received from the University of Oulu, and I was received just fine, just well.
Actually, I cannot say at that time because I was a student, but I don't know, actually.
No, when I left, everything was just fine. In Greece, there was not even a heard of an economic crisis yet, so I just left to come to Finland.
Well, I don't know what you mean with hard. Maybe it's not so easy to find a job, but I don't know the condition itself because I've been, after that, always living here in Finland and working here.
Yes, now there is an economic crisis ongoing, so now it's hard.
Well, it was quite hard because the Finnish language is very difficult. So when I was an exchange student, I took part in some classes of Finnish language courses. So there I start to learn the basics. And of course, by living here, I've learned more and more.
Yeah. Well, I had no alternative. I came to study, and although they said I would study in English, that was not true. So I learned early on that if I want to study in Finland, I have to learn Finnish. So I learned Finnish on my own by reading Finnish literature and listening to Finnish music. So it took me time, but yeah, I learned it.
Well, I think the position of woman here is a very nice and a very central, I would say, position, because if you see that also in political level, women have achieved like the presidential position. There's been a president woman here in Finland until the last election, and also in a very high position. So I think it's quite good.
I think overall, I think women position is getting better. Is compared to other countries in Finland, perhaps it's slightly better, but there is a lot of room for improvement. You do see women in higher places, but you do see that women don't have as good high places as men do, and if they do have children, then they do stay back in their working life.
Even if there are also women has achieved some, I can say, high-level position, but not as high yet. I think the men position is still quite high, and so I think women there has to work even harder to get there.
I think it's slightly worse than Finland. The rights are equal, but the pragmatic situation is that it's not very well, and it comes down to if the woman decides to have a family, she doesn't have support for it. Well, a change of attitude and a shift into education at school. They have to teach the boys that the girls are just like boys, human beings. We are all equal. We should be all treated equal. It should all start from school.
Well, for my own personal experience, it's very nice. It gives a lot of possibilities, and I think that it's rewarding the people who makes hard work, independently if they are women or men, and that is very nice.